Now welcome back to another episode of No Money Spent Battle Royale. I'm gonna be honest with you all, I was in the worst hitting slump of my life and I just kept restarting the runs, but that's gonna be no longer. We're gonna go ahead and just play for fun. I feel like I was sometimes adding too much pressure to perform, and that therefore caused the game to just be unfun, and every single little mistake I would just get extremely frustrated and it affected my gameplay. So what is this No Money Spent Battle Royale series about? So you start off with a team full of common players, and the only way you can replace these common cards is through battle royale runs and the battle royale rewards that are given to you, except for the pack. So you replace it with the 3-game, 6-game, 9-game, 12-game, and if you go 12-0, you replace it with the 12-0 reward. Now the thing is, whatever you obtain from battle royale, you must lock it in instantly, except for whatever you get from the pack. You can use the pack to sell it to the community market and get more stubs to continue doing battle royale runs, but the silver, gold, diamond, 12-win diamond, and 12-0 diamond, you must lock them every single time unless they're a duplicate. Therefore you can sell it, and eventually what's going to occur is we're going to fill out this team, hopefully with more than just silvers, and then take them into ranked seasons and see how far we can take them before we go ahead and restart it all over again and have a team full of common players. I am a player that has gone 12-0 several times in previous MLB The Shows, and this year I've been 12-1 twice. Got myself Bellinger and Mike Trout, but I haven't been playing to my full potential. I want to say hopefully that turns around right here. Now I'm gonna go with Corey Kluber. I don't generally pick a starting pitcher, especially a diamond one, but I don't like Minnie Minoso, and I don't like the third base option we had available for us. So here it's either or. You can go with Gary Sanchez or Carlos Santana. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go with Gary Sanchez, although I basically live for power, and that's what my guy has. Johnny Cueto, we picked him up, but he's most likely never gonna make an appearance, to be honest. In this common round, we'll take the third baseman, and since that's pretty much an easy position to replace. And then in the next common round, I'll take a first baseman, since I believe those are pretty much the easiest two positions to replace in Battle Royale. For example, here we have Danny Santana. He could easily be our center fielder, but I'm not going to go ahead and pick up Danny Santana just for the simple fact that I want someone better at center field. And if I do pick him up, I know he's not playing there, but then that excludes the opportunity of us getting a better center fielder at the same time, and we cannot allow that to happen. So I'm going to take Matt here. Left field, I want a silver. Someone along the lines of Jock Peterson would be nice. We'll take Shane Green. I love pitching with him. And I want to make sure I have a very strong bullpen. Will Smith, that's a pretty good lefty. JD, I would love to pick him up, put him on the squad. But unfortunately, that fielding is actually very important this year. Vita Blue, another great arm. I like Sergio Romo, but Garrett Richards, he's a pretty good pitcher. Throws really hard, and that's going to help us out a lot. Hunter Renfroe, to me, that's the obvious choice here. He's a monster, but Zach Wheeler is also a great starting pitcher. That's a silver, and Aisel Iglesias is a great bullpen arm, but you can't pass up on a bat like Hunter Renfroe. Juan Minaya, change-up, slider, curveball, doesn't seem too bad. So far, inside the bullpen, we have 3 good lefties, 1 good righty. I want to make sure I have 2 good righties. So I'll take the starting pitcher here. We can even go with the center fielder, but I don't really like that center fielder too much. And I want to make sure I get myself at least 1 more good arm. This Bruce Sutter, probably a good arm for the bullpen. Looks like a decent righty, to say the least. And then Ty, we can use Ty, but I'd rather not. Brock Holt, he is basically a utility guy. We'll pick him up in hopes to get some good players remaining. So 4 more bronze cards. We can pick him up as a righty. He throws 96. Does he have outlier? Of course he doesn't. High K per 9, but a very bad walk per 9. I think we're going to have to get Curtis Granderson here. They really want us to take Roman. But Roman, he just doesn't have the fielding that I'd like in center field. And then, of course, we just keep getting bad rounds. So I'll take Steven. Our lineup is not looking too strong. And we just continue getting these cards that I don't think are going to make that much of a difference, honestly. Zach Gallen doesn't seem bad. His arsenal seems pretty good, actually. I like it. So we'll pick him up as our last starting pitcher. Now let's focus on building this team how we actually want it to be built. So center fielder, Byron Buxton. Ooh, Chris Martin. That's also a great bullpen arm. Do I pass up on Byron Buxton? Although I think I have to. Chris Martin is too good to pass up on. So center field, Aaron Hicks. We'll take that. No problem. Mike Zunino. Unfortunately, we have Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez does not have a secondary, so we have to look elsewhere here. I think I'll use Mike Zunino as a bench bat. So we'll pick him up as well. Okay, Mitch Garver, he has a secondary right there. We need a left fielder as well. So what do we have? We need a first baseman, we need a third baseman, and we need a left fielder. I think that you take Freddie Peralta here and just hope to get a corner infielder here. And you get Rhys Hoskins, which is not too bad. Trey Mancini, not bad either. I'm going to take Rhys. Well, actually, let's take Trey here. Let's take Trey. Let's put him at first. Let's go ahead and take Peralta. Put him at left. Hicks, put him at center. And then Michael, put him at third. And second base, it's going to be Brock Holt. He's going to have to, some way, somehow, carry the squad. I believe in him. Curtis Granderson is a pretty good pinch hitter, just like Mike Zunino. Our bench is not the greatest. Our lineup isn't the greatest, but I really like our bullpen. I think it's pretty good. I also really like our starting rotation. I think it's pretty good as well. So this run definitely has the capability of being a very good one. It just depends on how good our bats are. So we're going to have David Peralta lead it off, followed by Trey Mancini at the number 2. It's perfectly fine with me. Aaron Hicks at the number 5. I want a righty killer or a lefty killer after that, just in case they bring in a lefty. Corey Seager hitting 6th, Michael hitting 7th, and then Brock hitting 8th. Seems like a pretty good lineup to me. Let's go ahead, enter Battle Royale, and see how far we can take this team. Now, if you do end up enjoying today's content, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and red subscribe button. Let's go for 80 likes on this video. So make sure you smash that like button. Also, turn on that notification bell. If you want to talk to me on a more personal level, you can follow me on all social medias, Instagram and Twitter, at Bhlademyst, and DM me there. Also, pay attention to the community tab by clicking on the channel and community tab and interacting with me there as well. So 40 and 30. Not exactly the best record in the world. Let's go ahead and do some damage. He has a righty on the mound. We have David Peralta to lead it off, followed by Trey Mancini. Let's get some runners on base and let's drive them in. That's going to be a shot. That should be a double for Peralta, and that's exactly what it will be. Now, you might see I changed up my PCI, and I normally do that whenever I am in a little bit of a hitting slump. So I think I'm sticking to this for a while, though. That's a good knuckle curve, right inside. Not much I could do there. That's a good fastball. Throw a knuckle curve, then follow it up with a 4-seamer or a 2-seamer inside there. That's exactly what you're going to do most of the times. Jam up the opponent. I really want to drive this run in. And with that knuckle curve, early slightly rolled, so got to do better with our timing. Corey Kluber is on the mound, so at least I'm comfortable there. That's the knuckle curve that we drive to center field. Good squared up. Should be off the wall, hopefully. And that's actually going to be a solo shot from Hunter Renfroe. Welcome to the kingdom. That's exactly what I like to see. I'm not sure whether or not I want to keep him batting so late in the lineup, but I do believe that he just adds some extra fire to the bottom half that doesn't really have too many great hitters. So that's another knuckle curve. He's been spamming that pitch a little high. We were a little late on the previous one. That probably gave him some confidence to throw it again. But that's a good fastball for me to turn on. Don't think I got anything more than just a single there. Won't be able to drive in a run. But that does bring in David Peralta. That was a pitch that I was 100% turning on no matter what. It's going to be a ground rule double. I thought that was gone. Unfortunately, couldn't leave. That's a bad rollover. That's a very bad rollover. Outside fastball, I could have just drove it the other way. That's a bad sinker. I wanted it on the outside corner. Instead, it ran back inside. Gonna be an easy single for Aaron Judge. Now Jordan Alvarez is gonna come up to hit. All I'm looking for here is a double play. So I'm going with some off speeds underneath the strike zone. And look, just what the doctor ordered, we get exactly that. A ground ball, double play. So 1-2 count. Looking for the game-winning pitch. I'm going with the slider underneath the strike zone. He's going to roll over. Corey Seager, that is a weird animation. It's like he gave up on the play before he even had an opportunity to actually field it. It's 0-2 count. We have to go with the fastball here. A fastball that he lifts. That's going to be hopefully a ground rule double. That it will be. That's going to bring in a righty. Or that's actually going to go ahead and bring in Lindor. Since Lindor is worse against left-handers, I'm going to bring in Vita Blue. And I'm going to say, Vita, it's up to you to go ahead and finish this game. So I don't want to give him a fastball. But at the same time, I feel like we could surprise him. Not there, though. It did surprise him. But is Trey Mancini going to be able to make the catch? Of course not. We get a perfect throw home, though. That stings. Because now that brings up Miguel Sano. Miguel Sano, don't you know? Really not trying to face him in this situation. I'll take a little bit longer to throw the pitch just so he can think it's a fastball. And instead it's going to be a changeup in the dirt. What I say. We got the job done. Made him think, hey, he's thinking about overpowering me. We were going with the changeup the entire time. And we just played the mind games. Corey Kluber, he's going to be good for game 2. So let's head on to game 2. So we got Corey Kluber on the mound for us once again. He has a pretty stacked out 1 through 3. I like his 5, 6, 7. Don't really like Miguel Andujar. I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like his swing in the game. Tim Beckham, he's usually a glitchy bronze. Not sure how his attributes look at a 67 overall. I'm happy he has a bronze pitching because that should help us out a little bit. Hopefully we can do some damage in the first inning. Hopefully induce a rage quit. But we will see. That's going to be a shot by Freddie. Is it going to leave? That it will. So welcome to the kingdom, Freddie. You should have had a home run in the previous game, but playing at Fenway, you can do so much. Welcome to the kingdom. That's going to be a shot, a sinker. Just late squared up. Got to do a better time. Or got to time it better. Not do a better time, but in a way it makes sense. Got to time that better. That's going to be crushed by Gary. Does it have enough, although? That was good. Right in the power spot. Let's go. Welcome to the kingdom, Gary Sanchez. Nice little 2-run lead. I like that with Kluber. That means that hopefully we can take him out after the first. And just rely on the bullpen, which... that's not going to be a good fastball there. We get good. Right in the power dot, I would say. And that one is going to leave as well. So back to back. Or not back to back, but back to back home runs. 3 home runs this inning. Welcome to the kingdom, Aaron Hicks. That's gonna be crushed as well. I was hoping to get back to back. Unfortunately, just got a tad underneath that with Hunter Renfroe. Did time the sinker up well, so that's an improvement on my part. Definitely what I want to see. That's a good sweeping curve. That's his primary pitch as well. We were just underneath it. We got 3 runs that inning, which is definitely something that should make me feel comfortable with, of course, Corey Kluber. 1 count, usually a hitter's count, but we're going to give him something that he really has to turn on. Or not at all, as that was a sinker that stayed right over the middle of the plate. He was early on that changeup. Can we get this sinker to be placed where I want it to be placed? No, even though we had great timing and great placement. A slurve, hung, absolutely crushed. Will we have an opportunity to rob it? Doesn't seem that way. So I'll just jump. David Peralta, it's a little sketch to pitch to him, especially with the Kluber that's being drained out of energy. And that's why I was going to say it's a little sketch to pitch to him. He makes me pay instantly by hitting a solo shot. I want Kluber to get out of this inning because the bullpen arm that comes in most likely has to hit the following inning. That's going to be crushed by Michael. I would say this is a double 100% since that's Freddie Peralta, or David Peralta, not Freddie Peralta in left field. That's a fastball right down the middle. Base hit just early, I'll take it. That's going to bring in a pinch hitter. I'm debating whether I should bring in Mike Zunino since he has more power against righties or Curtis Granderson. I think you bring in Curtis Granderson just because he gives you an advantage. That's a fastball, or a cutter actually. Good. Gonna allow us to get a base hit. His center fielder is George Springer. We can't ground into a double play. Wasn't the best fastball in the world, but I thought I placed the bat pretty well on it. I am going to third base. Not sure if I'm going to be making it there safely. With 34 speed, Definitely not the risk you want to take. So that was bad base running by me, and it might cost Gary Sanchez an at-bat here against the lefty. That's going to be hit well, so Gary Sanchez is going to get his at-bat against the lefty. Now I need him to come in clutch. I need a 3-run home run. That's a fastball that we hit right back up the middle. Unfortunately, that common shortstop is going to make the play, prevent a run from scoring. That hurts. I'm going with a little bit of a cutter inside. For some reason, I just can't locate the cutter too well today. Don't know what it is. It's not going nowhere where I place it. He's going to tie up the ball game once again, this time with the pinch hitter. And now we're going to be in trouble because now we got ourselves Joey Gallo to worry about. I'm going to start him off with a sinker outside. That's a well-driven ball. Got good OKO though, so doubt it goes anywhere. That's going to be well struck by Seager. Good OK again, although seems to be off the wall, so we should be getting ourselves a nice double. That's going to bring in Michael. Hopefully Michael can do what he did last time, get himself a double. That was a two-seamer that I should have absolutely turned on. Late on it. Stings, but it happens. I'm going to go with the two-seamer on the outside corner. Not really outside corner. Luckily for us, he didn't drive it either. That's going to go ahead. Bounce all the way to the wall. Should be just a double. I probably should have let Aaron Hicks get that ball just because he has the better arm. Slider on the outside corner. Let's go. Dot it up. Right at Mancini, who was about to run to the stands. Let's go. Trey, let's do some damage here. That's going to be the slider that I wanted on top of it. If I would have dropped my PCI, you could have kissed that goodbye. Fastball outside corner. Looks to be dotted well. Not exactly the count I want to be in. I'm going with the changeup here. He's going to foul that off as well. Can we give him a backdoor slider that actually backdoors him? He's going to foul that off as well. So 8 pitches this at bat. He's been fouling off pitches like a maniac, giving him a fastball. He turns on it, but another foul ball, luckily. So now we got ourselves a full count. I just gave him a fastball. He was early on it. I'm going with another one. He's late on this one. So we got probably 10 pitches so far in this at bat, and he's just managing to foul everything off until he hits the walk-off home run. That is going to make this a 1-1 run. That's baseball. That happens sometimes. He put up a great at-bat, finished it off with a walk-off home run. We're going to end the episode right here, but stay tuned because tomorrow we will be continuing this run. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed. Love you all. Thank you for the support, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.